Hi, in this lesson, we'll talk about Instabot triggers. These are the options that allow you to configure how your bot will appear to your end users once deployed on your website. Clicking into the triggers section on your bot management screen, you'll see a number of different options, including how, when, who, and where to deploy your bot. Let's start at the top. Our default option is to launch on every page. This means that wherever your JavaScript for your account is deployed on your website, the Instabot will launch there. To limit those launches to only specific pages, use our URL configuration to add specific pages. For example, URL contains pricing. This would limit the bot to only showing on pages where your URL string contains the word pricing. On other pages, it would be hidden. You can do combinations of URLs and also does not contain if you want to include the bot on all pages except for a certain one. In this example, my bot would show on every page except for the page that included the word pricing. In addition to URLs, you can also use referral URLs. Check out our documentation for how to best use that functionality. For how, you can choose if you want to have your bot launch as a persistent button, which is a small icon at the bottom of your screen, an automatic launch, which means it pops up automatically when a user lands on their given page, or both. Both allows you to start with an automatic launch the first time someone gets to your page, and then go to a persistent button once they've already viewed the bot once. You can toggle this behavior to happen every time, or only one time. When. This is when the bot will display. By default, it comes up automatically, but we allow you to add a second delay for when the automatic launch or persistent button will show up. For example, adding a 10 here means that after the page is loaded, the persistent button or automatic launch will wait 10 seconds before deploying. Similarly, you can use percentage of pixels on the page. So if you want to wait till the user scrolls down to the bottom of your page, you could add something like 500, and this will do a pixel count as the user scrolls down the page and only launch the bot when they get to that point. Finally, in when, you can choose which hours of the day and what time zones your bot is deployed in. For example, if you want to only launch your bot during working hours so that you can be there to review it, you could select weekdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Additionally, if you wanted to include a specific time on the weekends, you could add that here. There's a lot of flexibility with these options, but the point is to turn the bot on when you want it and off when you don't. Next, we have the who. Who determines which of your users will be able to see each bot. You can control this using segments or some of these triggers on the left side. Show to every one user by default means that everybody who comes to your site will see the bot. If you change this, it just increases that count. So here, every other user would see the bot. Max time per user means that every time someone comes to your site, you can choose to have that same person repeatedly see the bot, or by adding a 1, for example, limit each unique user to only seeing the bot once. Next, max times to show the bot. This means for your whole audience. So maybe you're running a promotion or you're trying to A/B test a functionality. You could run this bot 100 times. After the 100th session of the bot, it would stop showing to future users. Next, you have locations. So you can limit to specific countries that you want to show your bot to. Maybe your business is only focused on the United States and you want to limit external traffic from interacting with the bot. You could come in here and choose only located in the United States. Finally, you have option to show it on desktop only, mobile only, or both. This is great if you have a different experience on your mobile web and you don't want the bot interfering with that. And finally, in the who section, you could also use segments. We can show how to build segments in another video, but just know that you can use include and exclude to have certain buckets of users that you define through our segments tools to be able to see or not see the bot. The last option in the triggers is the teaser. teasers can only be used with the persistent button option. The teaser, when turned on, allows you to show a brief preview of your bot without launching the full experience. This is great to get your users' attention and encourage them to come interact with the bot before actually being shown the full widget. You can use custom text and have a message that differs from your first message in your bot, or you can choose to show the first few prompts in your bot. This will just pull the default values that are set up in your bot and stop when it gets to a decision point. These options will work just like they do in your bot, and as soon as the user interacts with them, the full widget will launch. These triggers go a long way to helping you target to your specific audiences based on your users' preferences, behavior, or segment. By default, all of our bots will launch on every page using a persistent button. And that's how to use our triggers. For more information, check out our documentation.